Hey everyone, and welcome to Blunt. I'm Gigi.
And I'm H. First, we're going to pass over to the participants to introduce themselves, their names, what they do, and whether they are in a relationship or not. Anyone? Yeah, let's go.
Okay, my name is Tommy, 27, model, dancer. I am in a relationship.
Cool. Okay.
My name is Helena, I'm 25, I'm a lawyer and I am in relationship.
Christina, 25, social media manager, single.
Yes, I'm Noah, 27, and I'm single as well.
So, without further ado, we're going to get into the game, which is talk or choke. The premise of the game is we will ask you a simple question, but an embarrassing question. So, you choose whether you answer or you take a shot of Tabasco sauce. Right? Go on. You got a question? Go on. Let me take the lead on this one.
Alright, cool.
If someone offered you 100k, would you break up with your boyfriend/girlfriend?
Of course. Depends how much I love them. But
Okay.
listen, I'm dumping your ass for 100k.
Sure.
Sure.
No, I will get from my boyfriend more.
Huh?
I hope I can get from my boyfriend more than 100k.
If you can.
Yeah, but that's hopeful
No, in
thinking.
the long term, no.
That's hopeful thinking, but this is like guaranteed.
Yeah.
I would.
Sorry.
For 100k, I would.
No, oh no.
Not for 100k.
What's your girl's name?
Lauren.
Lauren, listen,
but
you got a
he's
loyal man
not-
with you, yeah? Stay tuned.
But look at his record.
He's thinking
Thought
about
about it.
it. For you
Because he
guys,
knows she's gonna
You
watch
go
that.
first.
That's why he says that.
No.
you wouldn't.
Not for 100k.
Listen,
That makes
listen,
me look so bad.
listen.
There's a price for
listen.
everything.
No, I'm with you. I'm breaking up with you for 100k. When I get the money, we're making up.
We
That's it, bro.
split the...
Think outside the box. You can make up afterwards, right?
H out
Okay,
here
let's say-
No,
No,
dude. I
let's
still
say
love
if
you.
you
I'm
can't.
just getting £300 just to say we're over.
£100.
100,000,
Wow,
sorry, 100k.
I was gonna
right?
say.
Even for £100, I'd say bye for 2 hours.
You never said this.
Bro, I'm thinking outside the box, man. Be
Okay,
creative.
let's say if you can't make up after.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's say if you can't get back together afterwards.
Okay, two things. One, do I love you? Second,
Do I love you that much?
No. We consider situation when you are in love
In
with
love,
the
yeah.
person.
No, maybe.
I said
don't know.
boyfriend or girlfriend.
Alright, next question. Name your worst kiss. I don't even remember the name of that guy, to be fair.
But why it was so bad?
He was just terrible, like... I don't know, it was just...
what
it
was
awful.
terrible? His tongue.
I don't
his
even know
face
if he
was-
actually knew what kissing means. It was just like tongue, like all over. I was like, bro, chill.
Like a sloppy dog.
Yeah, it was like, I'm like, nah. So yeah, I don't remember his name.
Okay, for you guys? You have to name him if you know. Or
Give me Tabasco, then I am baiting
Tabasco
people
for
out.
you, okay.
He buzzed my
But she's
shotgun.
like, I don't remember his name.
Because I really don't. Because we were just so
Okay, so what was it for you then?
We were
Since you were
clubbing, I don't
investigating
know
her,
him.
what was it for you?
It was just maybe the person was not appealing to me, and that's why the kiss was not so good.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah,
But do you
makes
remember
sense.
his name then? Or?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, so then name
can
drop,
you say
name
it?
drop.
Can
It's
you
a
say
name
it?
drop or a
Yeah,
Tabasco
name
show.
drop or Tabasco.
Okay, Alex.
Alex.
Oh shit!
This
Alex,
is
I'm
why.
so sorry, Alex.
Shout out Alex.
One of the babies.
Alex, sort yourself out, man.
Listen, but here's the thing. Only Alex and she knows who that Alex is. When you have a common name, we don't know who the fuck Alex is. Does that make sense? Benefit. Going for
Alright.
you guys?
I think it was in school when I was young. I was in the, I don't know, year 10 or 11. And obviously we were kids and the tone and all this stuff, it was just disgusting, I think. Yeah, his name was Nick.
Nick,
Nick?
okay.
Nick, yeah?
So sorry, Nick.
Sorry, Nick. Why he
Yeah.
will not watch
I've
this.
actually never had one.
Oh come on!
I swear.
man.
Bro, I swear.
This
I
is
need to
not
know where you're
fair,
finding
he's
these
not
10 out of
answering
10
this
perfect
question.
women,
No,
like
it's me. I'm the
everything.
10 out of 10. Bro.
Yeah, I
Okay,
respect
but
it,
like,
respect
did you?
it.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, were they always 10 out of 10? That's what I'm saying. All of them could kiss really like well.
I think so.
Lucky boy, I tell you that.
All right, where is your shot, man? Oh, you had it already.
I haven't shot it yet.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
even
don't
gonna
let
try
him
and
off the
lie.
hook.
I'm
Don't
not
let
gonna
him off
try
the
and
hook.
lie, but
That doesn't mean I kissed loads of girls, by the way.
He probably only kissed, let's say he kissed 2 girls and they're both like good kisses. Then he hasn't. Yeah, fair enough.
100% batting record, man. Like it.
I have good question here.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thank you once again.
No problem, bro. You got a drink for you, yeah?
This shit is so bad.
Shoot.
All right, go on, H.
Ooh, what's the last thing you searched on your phone or Google or whatever? What's the last thing you've searched on internet?
I need to look at it before I share it.
Let me see. Nope, I'm taking a shot.
Shot for you. Okay, cool.
Yep. I need some water.
Yeah,
So
I'll
I'll send
have
it
to
to
take
her.
a shot for that. I can't.
Shot for you.
I can't even get.
Easy. Lucky written many times because
No, I
didn't
need
want-
approval. Show me. Okay. What is that? Lucky written?
many times. I didn't want to copy and paste it.
Okay, can I have a shot?
Shot for you and you guys?
Is that Red Bull?
Mine's motor yachts for sale.
Your
Did you
address?
just type that?
No,
Let me see the time. Let me see the time.
27th of
Oh, okay,
January.
fair enough.
That was the last thing.
Is that your Red Bull?
Yeah.
Can I just have a sip from your Red Bull?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, who's taking
You
the
generally
first
are a kind-hearted, good person, aren't you?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a nice guy, man.
good shit.
Alright, cool. Who's taking the shot? Only me?
No, both of you guys.
Oh, what happened to
Oh
you?
yeah, because your second shot, innit?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh.
It's a mad one. I can't.
I just have a feeling that you love Tabasco.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
My
mean,
eyes
after
cry
this
every time
podcast-
because I'm enjoying it so
Next
much.
time he's coming on the show, we're getting him a separate bottle so he can go home with it.
After
I got some in the cupboard at home. I can't count.
What about you? What was the last thing you searched?
Oh, it was a thingy because I sent a link to your sister.
Alright, cool. Let's go. Cheers, man.
3, 2, 1, shoot!
I'm interested to know what you said.
Oh, now my Red Bull's gonna taste the fucking
I'll show you.
You
Tabasco.
never know. guys.
Yay.
I guess you will never know.
Give a better question next time.
That's the point. It's supposed to be questions you don't want to answer. Cool, your one.
Alright, so who would you choose between your girlfriend, boyfriend, or best friend?
If you were
Don't
given
look
an
at me,
ultimate...
'cause
Right,
Another
okay.
shot. Give me. I don't.
Oh, you know what? Let's switch it a little bit. If your boyfriend or girlfriend or your best friend was
They don't
there
like each
and
other.
someone's got a gun to their head, which one would you kill?
Yes. Wonderful.
Oh my god.
Put them on...
Who's been with me longer?
Yeah.
Who offers more to me on the table? Like that sounds mad. but,
If
like-
they
I was
both.
literally, I was like,
that
oh,
sounds
bro.
mad.
What
Like
if
who
they
offers
both-
more? Who offers more?
What if they both like you have the perfect wife, perfect, you know, you have kids together, whatever, but your best friend is being ride or die your whole life? Who's going?
Oh my god.
Just give me a shot, because
Yeah.
me
Because
too.
even
if
know
I
what to
say
say.
one or
I
the
don't-
other, the other one's
gonna
going to be
kill
on
you,
me.
100%.
The slate you're gonna
I
get.
cannot
choose.
Either way,
Either
you can't
way.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
so
example,
shout out to both of you. You
Yeah.
know who you are.
I cannot choose.
I've never actually taken a shot of Tabasco before. This is the first time.
It's
Oh
not
my
great,
God.
bro. I
First
tell you,
time.
it's not
It's
great.
not too bad. Oh, Roman, this
Oh, I got my
Are you
glass
answering
again.
or you
I
taking a
think your
shot?
food is just.
I'll have the gun
spicy, so
pointed
you get
towards my
used to it.
face. Fuck that. Like.
Think
The gun filled with
I
Tabasco
literally can't
sauce,
give you
like-
an answer to that.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, shoot. My lips are spicy because obviously it's been dripping from there. My lips just went on it. So my lips are spicy.
Do you want some Red Bull?
I'm in pain over it
Thank
now.
you for offering me your Red Bull.
I didn't get any.
Wait, bro. He didn't get any. He's like, I didn't get any.
Here's where they bring in the bottle of fish oil. Yes.
Oh, there is.
Oh,
There
you
is.
know what?
Yes, behind
You're
it.
getting the fish sauce. You're getting the fish sauce for that.
Sure,
Tommy
I
cheated,
can't.
so he's gonna
That's
have
what
the
I
fish
said.
sauce.
But
What happened?
yeah.
Water.
That is so bad. I'm happy we're on opposite ends of the room because
I can't smell it, but I feel like for them guys, I feel right, guys. So let's get into the topic for this podcast, which is mental health for men and women. And since we have men and women here, guys, so just give us pointers.
I think it's really important, yeah. Really important.
I believe it's core of everything. Whatever you do in your life, like
If you're not mentally happy, then
you
Yeah.
have to be mentally very well in
Yeah.
order to gain good family, in order to achieve a nice point in your career, in order to not have like mental or even some disorders with your food, like because sometimes people overeat because they mentally have some problems.
Coping mechanism.
yeah.
So all of it's linked, and if you're mentally
Everything
not
comes from your
well,
mental
you're gonna
stability,
you're gonna have problems everywhere.
I believe that mental health is the key to everything, because if you cannot build your own boundaries, if you cannot cope with the things you are going through all your life, if you cannot build this mental stability, you failed. Whatever you start,
and you're gonna destroy other.
Yeah, others. Well,
For me?
It's important. It's an important part of everybody's life. I think what you think about in your head decides your next move. So to have a strong mind will mean then you will be successful in the long run. So you need to it is important. I think
Mental health's just as important as physical, social health.
yeah.
It's just as important. And it up until recent years, it's always been looked on as the least of the three of the triangle, compared to making sure you're going out and staying fit. Whereas now a strong and able mental state is equally, if not as more important, because it sets you up for both the other two.
I feel like years ago people didn't really pay attention to mental health, but nowadays they do. But like, for example, my parents or my grandparents, they would never. If I tell them I'm depressed, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
you don't have
how you young people always have these depressions. We never had this back in the days or stuff like that.
And they basically
How though? I just wonder. I don't know.
they do it equal, like depression, laziness.
laziness.
Yeah, they
you
really
have nothing
don't
to
look
do.
into the. But I think you should really pay attention to your mental.
Yeah, it's like,
health.
oh, you're depressed. Yeah, try to find something to do, and then you're not
Just bored, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I do think it's easier to have a stronger mental health than people think. I think that a lot of it's very easy to clinically diagnose yourself and say, I'm mentally sick or I'm mentally ill.
Or I
when
need help.
I don't think there's many people that are successful in their field are mentally ill in a way, if that makes sense.
I think it's not hard to diagnose and say like, okay, I'm mentally unwell or whatever, but it's very hard to ask for help. I mean, like, it's very hard to say that I need the therapist. For example, I know that I need to go through the mental health therapy, and then I might sort out something in my life, because it's not right. Sometimes I do the thing that are like beyond the reach for the normal mentally health person. So they will say like, oh my God, she's so toxic.
Yeah, but it's not that easy to recognize.
It's not.
For me, it is, but for some people, it doesn't seem to be. I feel like mentally, I've always been really like strong and well. I don't even understand people that have depressions. Like, I'm happy 90% of the time, even though I have problems. Like, even if I'm broke, whatever, I'm still like, I don't know. I keep it positive, man. Always. I don't know, because I feel like I appreciate every little thing. So I always make myself happy in a way. So I can't relate to people that suffer from depression, for example. But I know it's really common.
I think mental health is of paramount importance to every person because it affects every single person. There's not a single person that can sit here and say, or anywhere in the world that can say they don't have mental health issues that need to be addressed. The question is, how do you address it? Because modern day society, like, I can't remember who it was, apologies, but one of you guys said your grandparents didn't have this issue. They did.
Yeah, they did.
But you know what they did? They didn't indulge. They didn't sit in it for too long and throw a pity party for themselves. Because Western day society, what it's done is what? Oh, you're going through a tough time. It's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to do this. And if someone is constantly affirming this, that becomes your affirmation. You sit in that and then you indulge for way longer than necessary. So your grandparents had these issues that we're facing as youngsters, right? And your parents too, but they got on with shit and handled their business. But if someone's constantly nagging in their ear, and like with social media especially, there's a lot of, it's okay to be feminine, or it's okay to be this, that, or the other, right? No. Or weak, or show emotion and be vulnerable. If that's constantly being portrayed and shown to your face, then you're going to be like, okay, cool, that's okay for me to do that. But back in days, it was no, shit's going wrong. Get on your feet, go handle your business.
Yeah.
So you know, that's a big impact.
It's almost now encouraged
100%
to be mentally unstable, which is, it's unfortunate because Me personally, can call it mental health issues. I've had that in the past, like 18 months, 2 years ago. But for me, the biggest thing is, as an adult, how do you react to that?
Yeah.
Are you gonna sit there consoling yourself, keep telling yourself that, oh, I'm going through something, people should feel sorry for me? Or am I gonna wake up, am I gonna go to the gym? Am I gonna go and fulfill my daily duties? Am I actually gonna make something of the day, or am I gonna sit here and stay in the mental mind state to where I'm not moving?
Yeah.
Because you're never gonna get out of it if you're not gonna try and walk out the door. So
Yeah, or just this is what I said. You need to ask for help, because sometimes it doesn't mean that you need, okay, straight away I have to ask, I don't know, my dearest or nearest, or and come to the therapist or whatever. Sometimes you just need to do something to sort it out. Sometimes you need to put yourself together and then try to overcome it. I don't know, just do something to not be in that state of mind that you are now.
yeah,
You have to have control on your own. I don't know.
It's down to you.
Exactly.
It's down to you, because obviously it's your mental health. How did you get into it? Why are you in this position?
True.
So how are you gonna? Yeah, you can go talk to people, but it's up to you.
It's up to you if
it's
you
up to
wanna
you if you want to
Yeah.
overcome it.
Mm-hmm.
But some people seem to think it's okay to just.
But again,
leave it.
sometimes you need the professional help. You need to go to therapies. You need to sit. You need to talk. You need to do this home exercise. You need to, especially if you have some trauma, any kind of, either it's from past relationship, childhood, I don't know, previous employer, whoever it is. If you have the trauma, sometimes you need the professional help. To not seek for the advice from your friends or family. No, because they are not doctors. Do not go to the psychotherapist. This is the doctor. This is the person.
Thank you. Here you go. Any
Any
psychotherapist that you go to, what do they tell you? To be accepting of what's going on and what you're going through.
Same that you're.
Now, if you're
Yeah.
accepting that it's okay for me to be sad and cry and not get out of bed when the sun is not out and it's cloudy outside.
No. This is not. This is not psychotherapist. Sometimes they prescribe you pills. Sometimes, yeah.
But babe, we try to avoid these
Yeah.
things usually.
sometimes pills are
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah.
I got
sometimes-
put onto some medication for my mental health. Yes, it did flush my head out, but I don't take the pills anymore, and I feel mentally fine. Yes,
Fine.
okay, you do go through a transition period
Yeah.
where you
I
might
feel
need
like-
some assistance
Yes.
from more than just your own mind state, but at the same time, it's not as deep as people think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think medication is a good thing, but only as a short-term to medium-term
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
solution, not as a long-term solution.
No.
Because the
Oh, yeah.
addiction that you get from all of this stuff, all of these medications that
Yeah.
they give you, they're keeping you hooked onto it,
Of course.
right? It's the placebo effect. Oh, mad. Short term to medium term is how long medication should last.
Yeah, but this should be like really serious situation. But the first and foremost step you have to take is just to work out. Because when you are down and you work out, how does this call this?
Dopamine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dopamine.
Yeah, dopamine. Yeah,
you
you got-
receive it. This is happiness. So you start think in different way. At least every therapist gonna tell you go out.
Yeah, go out. Go to.
You want to go to the
workout.
city. You want to go to the park. Wherever you want, go out. Fresh air, different people.
You know, I feel
You
like
have to feel
sports
that
and
you are
sports.
not the only one in this world.
I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's different for everyone. I personally, I cannot relate. I've never had depression, but I know people that they have suffered from depression their whole life, and I'm like, how is that possible? Like, there's so many good things happening in life, and you just focus only on the bad. Like, you don't even let yourself experience
But depression,
nice
this
stuff.
is illness.
I
They
don't
don't
want to-
Depression
I really
is
don't know.
depression is not an illness. So, depression is a word that people commonly paint over the
Misuse.
top.
Yeah.
Paint over the top where they say, "I feel depressed," but depression is a form of regressing yourself, understanding, and a relaxation period of time that you then excel from. It's not the state of a mindset where you're down all the time. Depression is never meant to be. It's not defined as a bad word. People are just misusing the word because it's commonly used.
Actually, that, yeah.
I think it humbles you.
Go on.
Depression is supposed to humble you. In a way, it makes you sit back and think, right, okay, I feel like this.
Why do I feel like that?
How do I change it?
Mm.
I think it brings you back to make you overcome and be better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that's what depression's supposed to be. But yeah, people misuse the word.
I agree with you with the fact that you introspect, you look into yourself, what happened, what makes you feel the way you do. You take that time out to address those issues that you're facing, right? But rather than humble you, it should fucking motivate you. Because that's your fuel to go and do what you want to do,
But
to
that's
get out of
exactly-
the situation that you're in.
What about men's mental health? Men have a lot of pressure nowadays, and people don't really care about them as much.
Same as
Like
women.
men cannot cry, men cannot feel sad. Men should be
They
always
should be
strong. I'm
Yes.
like, bro, that's too much
No, but
pressure
same
on a
as
guy.
women.
Good. There should be that pressure on you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're a human
What,
being.
no,
No,
what makes you think that life is supposed to be fucking rainbows and unicorns? It's not. Life is not.
no, I
It's
get
calamities and hardships that you're faced with, but you take charge and go and take control of shit.
that. All right.
Because
yeah.
the longer you sit there and cry about spilt milk, the milk is still spilt. And you're making it worse because you're not going up to clean it and fix, rectify whatever's going on.
It's true.
Okay, guys,
it's
were
true.
there situations when you wanted to cry but you didn't because of society? I
I've
don't know.
never, like me personally, I'm not emotionally inclined that way. I feel that women are emotionally inclined to cry about situations. You were to have a breakup, women would cry. Men deal with it, not
In a
necessarily
different
bottle
way.
it up,
It's true.
but
yeah.
for example, for myself, I deal with it. I would go to a punch bag. Like I deal with my emotions with anger and physical stress instead of emotionally stressing about myself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you mean you never cry?
I haven't cried since I was maybe 12
Wow,
and stubbed my
that's
toe or
not
some
bad.
shit. Like,
What about you, Tommy?
I cried when my nan passed away, but other than that, I just eat when I'm upset.
Really?
Yeah, like I love eating, and I go out shopping and shit. So
You know, I feel like
self-care,
women are.
man.
No,
Respect
no, it's
it.
true.
Self care.
I feel like women are definitely more emotional, but I feel like as a woman, I'm not really a big crier, because my dad has told me to like.
You
Be-
almost cried earlier.
yeah, you know them.
No, not with tears, especially in front of a guy. Like even if we argue or something, I'll go home and I'll cry, but in front of you, I'm not gonna show you my
No, by yourself.
my weakness.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm saying,
especially
like,
in front of people.
someone.
I don't see myself crying.
No, not in front of someone.
No,
but
no.
I have
Impossible.
friends that they cry about every little thing. I'm like, man up, man.
No,
It's,
no,
it's okay to be emotional though. Humans have emotion.
Yeah, but in front of people, I just can't. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll go home and I'll deal with
in
myself.
in secret. Yeah.
In secret, but I don't want to show you my weakness. You know, because I don't know. That's how
never
I
cry
am.
in front of maybe in front of my cousin, but not like
No, I never cry
Yeah,
in front
yeah.
of people. That's
at work or whatever. Maybe I want to, but I never will.
But it's not embarrassing though.
It's not. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know,
No,
it's not embarrassing. It's like I'm not weak to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no.
don't want to show you.
yeah. I consider to cry in front of people as a weakness, so I give up. And sometimes you cry just because you want to make other feel pity,
Yeah.
but not. So this is. I don't like this senses now.
But I don't know about you lot. Is that a problem with society though? Where you can't.
Show your emotions.
It's almost like they don't want you to voice opinions and emotions and stuff. I understand that it might be a sign of weakness, but surely if everyone was using the same brush, then it wouldn't be a problem. If people felt it's almost underappreciated to express yourself in this day and age.
Yeah. I agree.
What was the last
I
time
think
you
some
cried?
people don't do it at all, and some people do way too much.
Yeah.
Agree.
Unnecessarily
Agree.
too fucking much.
Yeah.
And like you said, to earn pity.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah, I
than
don't know,
genuine
no.
emotion. Like you said,
Yeah.
my bro, your grandmother passed away. That is genuine emotion. Someone that you
Yeah.
love, that you were close to, passed
Yeah.
away. You feel hurt.
Yeah.
Of course. But you know what it is? For me personally, yes, I would cry at a time like that. But then I'll get up on my feet and
Yeah.
say, like, you know what it is? You know Jordan Peterson? If any of you guys have heard of him, or if any of you guys have heard of him. He says the strongest person is the strongest person at the funeral. Does that make sense? To be the one that tries to keep a straight face and tries to be in control. Of course you're upset, but if everyone's crying when someone's just passed away, there's no one thinking about the happy memories that person brought.
Yeah, not necessarily just that.
So cry about it, feel your emotions, but then get on your feet. Don't overdwell and overindulge.
Some people haven't got the time to get emotional. For example, at funerals, I've got to be the shoulder that my mum looks up to, my sister looks up to, my aunties look up to. Bear in mind they are predominantly women, but they are the ones that are more emotional in the terms of crying sense. As me, as a person, as a man, I have to be the one that I haven't got the time at the funeral to be getting emotional myself. I have to be the one that just hold the glue that holds things together.
Bro, you use that emotion to push you to do your job and your responsibilities to fulfill those obligations.
So you don't feel like that's too much pressure in you as a man then?
Not necessarily, because it's a different type of pressure. It's a different... At a funeral, for example, it's a different kind of emotional pressure than you deal with every day. They're very unique situations, funerals. They're different compared to, I had a bad day at work.
Yeah, no.
It's a totally different kind of emotion. Like some people, like for myself, probably H as well, how H has been speaking, it's okay to be emotional. There's not a problem with it, but it's how you react to the situation, how you express your emotion in the situation. It's not necessarily, I don't need to cry, like I was saying to yourself, I don't need to cry in a situation, because I deal with things quicker than other people in the room. But it still means that I'm dealing with it, but I need to react to it and be the shoulder that someone else needs to lean on in that situation. I don't need to cry and at funeral. Like, I might have my moment, but luckily in myself, I haven't had people that have passed away in recent times. I might cry at a funeral if someone close to me or whatever, but at the same time, I need to be there for other people in that emotional state.
Yeah.
Which is...
And do you think in general, like, men have a lot of pressure? Like, do you think that? Do you feel sometimes that there's too much pressure in you guys, like as a man, that people expect too much from you?
There is always going to be pressure.
Guys.
As a man,
But
if you want to be successful...
For women, we have the same. We have the same pressure.
Yeah, but for example, you know, like they always say, yeah, but you're a woman, like you can always find like a rich guy or whatever. But for guys, you know, you have to be that guy.
What if I cannot
that provides
find
for your woman?
This is also pressure. Yeah,
I
you
don't
can find
think so.
the
No, I just want to
so.
know because I've heard it from different people. I just want to see different perspectives.
In this day and age, I don't think there's as much pressure with that kind of thing. But I think that it comes with a grain of salt, right? So, as a man, me personally, I'm quite traditional. So, I do want to be the provider in the family, but I still will accept if the woman in the relationship still wants to do her own thing.
Yeah,
but the sacrifice would need to be made, and some sacrifices more of the not compared to old school, for example, like our grandparents, where the man went out, he did his 12-hour shift, and he came home and he's got food on his table. I would definitely still want that, me personally, but I still need to understand that the woman in my life wants to do her, still wants to work as well, just because generations have changed.
Yeah.
You still need to do that, but there's still certain roles that a man and a woman need to fulfill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Tommy? What do you think about men? Do you think there's pressure on them or?
Me personally, I don't have any pressure on myself.
Okay.
And nobody puts pressure on me.
Okay.
So, me personally, yeah, I'd like to provide, but at the same time,
you want your girl to do
if you're doing your thing, do your thing. We can combine.
Yeah, for sure.
Same
exactly.
thing like Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she's
right?
up here, and he's just making enough money but then combined,
they're even
they're
more
billionaires.
Yeah, I love that. I love
there's
that.
no pressure on me. There's no pressure on
her.
her. So as long
equal.
as we work together, we're equal.
Yeah,
Just
true.
cook for me.
I don't think there is enough pressure on men. Because strong men make easy times. Easy times makes weak men.
Weak men. Yeah, that's...
Right now, strong men before us have made time very fucking easy. For us, we are living in the golden fucking era of easy lifestyle. I promise you. And we are weak men. I don't think there is enough fucking... You know what? There's gonna come a point where it's gonna break and come to the brink where men can't do shit. Then they need to toughen the fuck up to get back to a point to make society good again. Times are gonna get hard. They're getting hard right now, but they're gonna get harder. And then it's gonna require men to become stronger.
We could have evolved the world so much further than it is currently. Obviously, we've made a lot of progression, but still, I think that we could be 30, 40, 50 years. It's too easy now to take the easy route. We all know this. It's way too easy to take the easy route.
What I think, like sometimes, like a guy invite me for a date, yeah, and I'm always ready to pay half, right?
Okay.
I always like,
Yeah.
I can do it, but I always offer it, and but I understand if he's gonna say, yeah, let's go half. I will say, that's not my man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I can do it. I can, no problem.
That's true.
But I understand if he cannot do this, he will not be able to be. We will not be able
Financially
to build
gonna have
something.
problem with that
Yeah.
person. Yeah, I've
but
experienced that.
isn't it pressure on you guys? Why you have to pay?
Yeah, but
Why not?
But
Because
Oh,
it's difficult.
it's
When you split, it's easier. What is let's say dinner costs, let's say £80. 40 is affordable, and 80 is like
it's double.
it's only beginning.
Okay,
It's
by
only
nature,
beginning.
we're sort of veering off topic here. But men are providers and protectors. If he cannot provide for you, in my opinion, he's not a fucking man. I'm sorry.
Pressure. This is pressure.
Good. Because that teaches him to fucking go and handle business.
Yeah, but maybe he
Maybe
wants
he-
to be an artist.
Yeah, and he cannot afford
well
now.
then.
He has to paint the piece of art.
Well, there you go. There you go. He has to decide whether he wants to follow his passions or he wants to be a provider, a protector, and taking care of business, doing what is necessary.
But he wants both.
If I have a wife and child, right? My first priority is to put food on the table for them. Make their life as easy as possible. Not me, because I'm following my dreams and passions, so I need to paint this, that, and the other. If it's not making my wife's life easier, I ain't doing that.
If she asks you something like impossible for now,
Then she's not my woman. Why is she asking me for something impossible?
because she wants it, it's her desire, it's her willing to have this expensive ring,
Okay.
Or this is whatever.
Cool. Here's the thing.
or she wants new iPhone. Please,
Okay.
and this is her birthday. She's gonna be like, let's say,
Yeah, but if you know
30,
your man is
important.
broke, then you're not gonna ask for those things, no? I
No,
would
some
never-
women do. Okay.
Ah.
but here's the
No,
thing.
let's say my birthday.
They do, bro.
It's true. It's true.
My
I
birthday
can
gonna
vouch.
be like,
Yeah.
let's say
I can
3
vouch.
months. You have.
Okay.
I want a new iPhone, the last one.
Why do you want the new iPhone?
I want this. My desire. I want to.
It's
have
just
it.
a feeling.
Just
It's
a feeling.
Just
Okay,
because.
so that's how you will feel like I love you if I gave you a new iPhone.
No, but I just
No.
want.
No, it's
I just
it's
want,
not.
and I will be happy
Okay.
if you will do it for me.
It's
So
not
is
a
it okay,
variation
is
of
it
love.
wants that you're chasing or is it needs? That's two different things.
No, we don't
So
need
you
expensive
think
clothes.
that-
Come
that
on,
the-
who needs expensive clothes?
No,
Who
look.
I
needs,
do.
no, who needs the
No, I'm
newest?
joking. I
There's
would-
no
I would
one who needs
prefer,
newest
but-
iPhone.
You know what?
So
If a man is providing and taking care of your necessities, not your wants and desires, at bare minimum
Look.
necessities in today's age, bravo to you.
Another case. So you consider the necessity in 21st century as a food on the table? Okay, the necessity. Let's say your girl, she wants to be the Instagram model. She looks pretty, but she need this fucking 14 iPhone because she wants it too much. And you have this 3 months. Yeah, this is not food on the table. This is not socks or I don't know coat.
Then I wouldn't choose her as my partner, because if she's asking me to do something, buy her an iPhone for example, spend in a way that doesn't improve our relationship and is putting pressure on me unnecessarily. If she's putting pressure on me because I can't put food on the table, do that. Put pressure on me. But if you're putting pressure on me to buy you an iPhone, fuck right off.
That's, for example, a reason why men's mental health is under question. For example, men are seen as the providers, right?
Right.
Women can also provide in this day and age, right? But at the same time, men's mental health is questioned because we're expected to just provide. So how far does a woman push the boundaries to what the wants and the needs and wants are two totally different things, right? So you need food on the table. You need warm clothes. You need heating in the house. You need a nice place. Well, a place to live. But the iPhones and the holiday to the Caribbean, that's wants. How far does a woman push a man before it becomes too much for them to handle mentally?
This is
That's
what
what I'm
I mean
saying. I feel
about
like women
pressure.
push guys too much nowadays about so many different things that are actually unnecessary. Like, I don't know, if you can't take me to the Maldives, then you're not the man for me. I'm like, bro, that's so shallow. Like, I don't know.
No,
Are
this
you
is-
with this
this is
person
wrong,
because
yeah.
you love them, or you?
Because you want Maldives.
It's a random place.
Yeah,
Like,
you just
No, because it's always
It's a
expensive
beautiful
to go
place,
there.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's why I gave it as
Yeah,
an
but
example.
this is very common. I'm not the one because I bought for
I'm
myself
not the one either. Yeah,
I
yeah,
bought for
gotcha.
myself everything what I wanted because I recognize no one gonna buy for me. So I have to somehow to gain it
Yeah.
by my
But you
work.
still want a man that's gonna be like men. Is that what you're trying to say or not?
Yes, yes, exactly. And what I said, like, this is like normal because we all have Instagram, and when you see your friend, she's posting pictures from Maldives, you become jealous.
I feel
yeah,
like
but
it's social media, man.
that mentally is not putting you
It's
in a
not-
good place.
Yeah, but I feel like
It's socially and mentally not putting you in a good place.
And you
social
just,
media is
you just-
really bad about for your
you just
mental health. man. I swear
come to your
God.
boyfriend and you say like, my friend's like her boyfriend, he took her to Maldives.
Good for
Isn't
them.
Isn't it pressure for
Good
you?
for them.
Yeah, great. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
feel that pressure because they've gone to the Maldives.
That's for them. Yeah.
That's for them.
Yeah.
Like, that's not my relationship.
Depends what kind of pressure you're
I feel
putting
like
on the
it's
man.
more girls'
It depends
thing,
on
to
what
be
kind of
fair.
pressure you're putting on a man. If you're putting unnecessary pressure
No,
on
like
him,
this. Like this is this.
that's
conversation.
unnecessary pressure.
Yeah, but she's
Work within
she's,
his means. Women by nature are nurturers, right? Women by nature are nurturers. So if you come to your man and say, "My friend's taken his girlfriend to the Maldives," right? You're putting pressure on him. Cool. But if you say to him,
wait, she's just telling you this.
"Oh, that's fine then. That's fine." But if you're saying they've gone, so I need to go,
Maybe we're gonna somehow let's go as well.
let's figure out a way. Let's figure out a way to make that happen if that's what you want to do as well. Or make that happen for me. Which one are you on?
Okay, so it depends.
I want
how
to go. I don't give a
you-
shit whether you
Okay,
can
I
afford
see.
it or not. Or let's figure out to make that happen.
Of course.
Which
No,
one?
I-
Where are you on the spectrum?
No, obviously we have to figure out together.
Okay,
Yeah.
then that's fine. Because that's not pressure. You're speaking to him. But how I understood it and how you were saying it earlier was, this is what I want. I want the iPhone 14.
No, I mean like, let's say like your baby come to you and she or he said to you like, oh, at school I saw this boy has whatever as well. That's like iPhone, and you feel like I want my baby to have the same.
No, I don't want my baby to have the same.
No.
I don't want to give my child the shit that I never had. I want to give them the lessons that I learned later on.
It's already mentally making our kids weak. I already
Thank
know
you.
it from family friends, like my personal friends that have got kids that are 4 years old, 3 years old. When I was 12, I got my first phone, which was a little Nokia. I could play
Yeah,
Snake
yeah.
on. That was
But
it.
time
That
has
was
changed.
to
Yeah.
cool people.
But time
Like,
changed.
It's different
you cannot,
time now.
You cannot
It's
give
different
to
time now.
a child
just
at the
because
age
time
of
changed,
12, yeah.
so time has changed, but we have changed. We're all
Yeah,
mentally
yeah.
weaker because we get given from a young age an iPhone, a tablet. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
kid
it's
starts
true.
crying nowadays, it gets given a tablet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or an iPhone. It's not
Oh,
prepping
I
them.
know, I know,
It's not giving them the
crazy.
hard
100%.
facts.
100%.
Yeah.
You see, when I was a kid, my dad bought me a bike, yeah? And when I first got it, the first week I would go out, I'd come back, I would grab a cloth, wet cloth, clean my bike, everything, fix every little thing, put the little lights there, do everything to keep my bike in check, look after it. My nephews, they get given a bike, after they come from the park, they just throw it in the garden. One on top of the other. Why? Because it's handed to them. Right?
But what was the difference? Did they ask?
Because
them?
I had to work
You had
for
to,
it. So my
okay.
dad said, if you do X, Y, and Z, do these chores at home, do this,
Okay.
then you will get this as a reward system.
Yeah, I
right?
think that's the
Not,
right way to be fair.
oh, here you go, have it. Because I never had a phone at my age, so you're gonna have one. You're
You
teaching
appreciate-
them to be weaker.
You
thank
appreciate you appreciate the value of something more when you've had to work for it.
Yeah.
You
I
understand?
think,
It's
I think
like,
people are too invested in seeing what other people have, and they feel like they have to have the same. Stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah, but
Facts.
yeah,
feel
but that's
Big
why
facts.
why you're wearing branded clothes. Why you're wearing expensive clothes like
Yeah.
Who?
why you're wearing like Balenciaga.
Jordan.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you see people do it, and in social
Yeah.
media, man, social media is like, come on, you
Because
can,
I work for it.
You know what? Before
Because he
you
works
work
for it.
Because I work for
There's
it.
the answer. Because he's worked for
Because
it.
I've worked for it. That's why I
Fair
can go.
enough.
I can
Thank
go
you.
Harrods. I can go Selfridges because I've
I
worked for it.
know, I know.
So I don't look at. I don't know. I wouldn't look at, say, for example, Bugsy Malone and say, "Oh my God, man, I wish I had his life."
Yeah.
I got my own life. I stay in my own
Yeah,
lane,
man, I
and
like
I
that.
just concentrate on myself. That's why when I said to you in the beginning, I don't have pressure because I'm in my own lane.
Yeah.
You know why you don't have pressure? Because you don't put pressure on
Yeah,
yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
You
put
don't
pressure on
have
myself.
So true.
This is the
So
problem with
true.
society. Yes, you might have expectations from your parents, from your society, from your groups of friends or whatever. But
What do you expect from yourself, basically?
thank you. How much pressure
but
do you
that
put on
doesn't mean
yourself?
that he doesn't have expectations for his life and stuff. He's
But
still
expectations
pursuing-
are pressure.
Yeah, expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You wanna
no,
live a
Expectations
certain
are not
way.
pressure. Expectations are what you want, right? Without having to do anything for it. Goals is what you want, and you're going to do something to achieve those goals.
Well, yeah, you can.
Okay. I'll
Expectation
reword
is
that.
something you, no, it's not similar. Expectations is you're expecting it to be there. It's going to happen either
It's
way.
not,
Goals is you've set a goal to say I'm going to get 100k by the end of this year. That means I need to work x hours. I need to make this much income by doing this to be able to get there. So goal is specific and it's time bound and you're working
Expectation is
towards it.
something that might not
Expectation
happen.
is you're just wishful thinking that
Yeah.
a fucking flossing candy is going to fall from the sky into your lap.
True.
Yeah,
Goal and
I
expectation
agree,
are two
I
different
agree.
things.
But I feel like social media as well just put so much unrealistic expectations on people. And it's just the life, man. It's just the fake life. And that's also a reason for people getting depressed. Because you see, she's 21. She's already a fucking billionaire. She has this going on, this going on. And I'm like, bro, what am I doing with my life? I'm not doing shit. And it makes you depressed. Like, it makes you look at yourself. But really, that's 1 in a million, this type of cases. It's not like you don't have to motivate yourself. But then, I don't know. I
That's
don't know
what you
how
take
to.
from seeing those people, though.
Yeah.
You need to take lessons from what
I
you're
know.
seeing.
But most times it's just in a negative way, because I see so many people getting depressed. I have friends like that. Like, bro, look at her, she's doing so much and I'm just not doing enough. And you compare your life constantly to other people's lives.
I think it's how strong you
Isn't
are.
that how
Yeah.
you personally react to the situation,
Yeah,
though?
that's on you. That's why.
Which is why we're saying that it's much more common that depressions and mental health's a negative thing, because it's too easy to take it as a negative thing. Most people don't want to work for what they get. Most people want it handed to them on a plate. They don't want to put in the extra hours because we're not mentally taught to go and put in the hours anymore. We want it to all be there for us.
Yeah. We want it easy.
times have changed.
Yeah, but if
that's
you
when
have
we go back to times have changed, because everyone wants everything, but aren't willing to put in the work for it.
Yeah.
But if you have at least a bit of sense of analyzing stuff, you understand that it just didn't come easy. She did something, and obviously, like you understand. This is her best time. She posted the best time. This is her best clothes. Sometimes me and Helena, we share the same clothes because we live together. We have the same
Yeah,
size.
we do the same thing.
Smart people, they understand that maybe that it's both of them. You don't have to see like blinded. So she has Balenciaga. Maybe this is second-hand Balenciaga.
First of all, boycott Balenciaga.
Yeah, fuck Balenciaga for real.
Because
Pedophiles.
But you know, people look at these
They're
things. That's what's
satanic.
pissing me
They
off,
got
man.
some satanic
You know,
stuff, man.
this
It's just not me,
This
bro.
is
I
not
can't even
normal.
lie.
Yeah,
Unless
Listen,
it's in the background.
there's two sides. Number one, like you just said, it's the best part of their life.
Yeah,
What we tend to do on social media, it's a carefully constructed highlight reel of our life. We carefully construct what goes on there.
We never post
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
like what is real. I mean, like everyone everyone posts on Instagram the best version of themselves. No, you are not that skinny, or you are not that in this shape. No, you don't have this perfect skin. No, it's not true.
yeah, but you
It's
have
not
then
real.
mental
It's
problems
not
if you
real.
don't understand this, and you consume it as a true.
But you know how many people actually it affects them in a really bad way.
But
Yes.
me
They-
personally, right, I haven't posted on social media a general post in over a year, like on my
I
profile,
genuinely,
whatever, and I feel better because I'm utilizing social media to try and engage with people instead of trying to keep my eye on people. I'm trying to build a social circle. I'm trying to make connections in different fields that I've had. I only really use it for messages. Like that's.
I genuinely admire that. I post a lot, and when I see people live on private, you know, I'm like, that's good. I just always post, and I'm like, why do I post actually? I
Because
mean,
you want some
I
dopamine from the likes, like.
yeah, that's true. Like, I can live my life in private, you know, and not share my best moments with other people, but I do it. I feel like I give too much access to people to my life.
A lot of people.
That's not good though. That's not fucking good.
A lot of people rely on other people for self-satisfaction nowadays.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of people aren't happy with themselves, but why can't you be happy with yourself? Like, why do I need Lucy from down the block to like my photo for me to feel happy?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
do
true.
you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
true.
why
I wish I
can't you
had
be
that
happy in
mentality.
yourself?
I wish. I feel like social media sucks, man. I don't know.
Just change the way you use it. Change the way you use it.
Yeah,
You know what?
I should
Everything has yin yang. So social media has got the good and the bad. Phones have a good and a bad. Every single thing you can think of, there's an equal good and a bad. Question is, which one are you focused on? Right? Chilies are good for you, right? But if you eat too much of it, it's very bad for you.
Yeah.
I've had
So
way
in
too many
moderation-
tobacco shots.
Exactly, there you go. So in moderation, so social media, for instance, if you use it to create content as opposed to consume content, your life will flip
Exactly.
in a good way. Because when you watch other people, you're like, oh, I want this, I want that, da 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 da. Like you were saying earlier about relationships, right? When you see couples going here and there, that changes your mindset and expectations from your partner. You might have loved that person when they didn't have shit, but you're seeing this and now you're thinking this is what love is.
Yes, of course.
Does that make sense? Not you just generally
Yeah.
speaking. So if you use it to create content, people are like zombies looking at that shit. And like you were saying, they can scroll for hours and time flies. They don't even realize what they're doing. But it's that dopamine rush that they're going after.
100%.
What do you think, Tommy? No, because you're really active on social as well.
Yeah,
That's why I wanna
I'm
follow you.
active, but I create content, and I also talk to people, and a lot of people come to me for advice on mental health.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're always like in a good.
Yeah, because I'm
same,
always
same.
like happy. I'm
Yeah,
always
yeah,
like,
same,
my
same.
energy is always good, and they always ask me how, and it's just simple.
I know.
You concentrate on yourself.
I'll ask you, right, before you were a creator, were you a consumer?
No, never been.
Never been a consumer?
Never been.
No, I just wanted to
Never.
ask just if because you had both perspectives, that's
Yeah,
all.
no, never been. I just, from growing up, I just stayed in my own lane, man. Like, I knew what I was, what I wanted to do, what I needed to do. And obviously, my parents helped me, push me as well. But yeah, no, like mental health it's one of them things where it's on you, really and truly, it's on you, and
Yeah.
that's how you deal with it.
Yep.
When people come and ask like, oh, how do I deal with it? I ask them the question, like, what do you want to do from here? What is it that you're trying to gain from being upset?
Why are you in that place?
Where's it getting you?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh yeah, like you're right. So someone I know, his girlfriend like cheated on him and stuff.
Right.
And he's like, I'm so upset, I don't know what to do. And I said, why are you upset for?
You can't change what
Why are you upset? Oh, because I love her. I said, but she doesn't love you, bro.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
she
made
doesn't
choice.
love you, so
You know what?
Why
I
are you
think the
still here?
biggest issue that none of us have touched upon is gratitude.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Gratitude. If you are grateful for what you have,
Yeah.
you
I
stop
agree.
worrying too much about what others have. And if you are going to compare yourself to other people, compare yourself to people that are in war-torn countries, right? People that are fucking struggling for their life.
Yeah.
Compare yourself to those people. Because then you come to realize, you know what? My life is not as difficult as
not
I'm
as
making
bad.
it, because we're making enemies up here with ourselves in our own head for no reason, and it doesn't benefit us in the slightest.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean don't be ambitious. Be ambitious and have goals for yourself, but also to humble yourself and G-check yourself.
Be grateful for
Be
what you
grateful.
have. I am.
Because
Every day.
we have, like right now, all of us sat in this room, even if we have £0 in our bank account, we have
The ability to
100
go and
times better life than most people in the world. Then at least 80% of the world, we have a much better and more comfortable lifestyle.
Wealth
Yeah.
isn't just through financial. Wealth,
Exactly.
Wealth is the opportunities that we still have around us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we might not, like someone might be not doing anything right now.
Wealth is health as
Wealth
well,
is
man.
so much. Wealth is
Health.
health is the most important kind of
When
wealth
you
that
see
you
a
have.
disabled person, you're like, oh my god, thank God I'm not
Sure.
not like that, and you're grateful, you know. Yeah, it's the little things, man. I feel like I'm grateful every day for everything I have. I swear.
That's it. No, that's it. That's good. I think that's why you stay happy.
Yeah.
Because
That's why
you
you
show
said you haven't
gratitude.
experienced depression.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Any last things you guys want to add? Because we did get a time check. It's 5 past. Anything you guys want to add?
I think we summed it all up pretty
Yeah.
well.
Wow.
Sweet.
It's a wrap. Thank
It's
you
a
so
wrap.
much.
Thank you so much, guys. Honestly,
you,
you've
guys.
been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys, stay tuned. Give us comments. Give us your ideas. So if we discuss this topic in the future, we can then take your advice on board. And also give us topics that you want us to talk about, what you would really enjoy.
And if you want to participate in our podcast, send us email, which is gonna be down below in the link.
Yeah, in the link. Everyone's socials will be linked down there as well. For now, stay blessed and keep it blunt.
Bye bye.
Peace.
All right.
What's up for you guys?